Welcome back. This is the first episode that I'm recording since going on a mission trip, since moving. It has been quite chaotic lately, to say the least. It's been a season of just transition and surrender. And I feel like a lot of you can probably relate. So, I just want to get on here and just share some amazing reflections and insights from going on the mission trip and going out and serving and sharing the gospel. And just there's been so much in all of that. I will try to pack it into a short time. But yeah, so if you've been following along on social media at all, I kind of dropped off a little bit for a while there. It's funny because, you go in with such great intentions, right? I was going to share all about this mission trip, and I was posting the first couple days, and then you just hit this level of exhaustion that is, I mean, you're just bone tired. I actually remember coming home and telling my husband it was more tired than having like a newborn baby. And there's recovery needed in that I did not get because of moving. So just a lot all at once. And I feel like it's a common theme lately. There's been several, like I said, transition, surrender, a couple more that stay tuned for next week about shifting and simplifying too. So I'm going to break these up because there's some awesome things to share for sure. But if you're feeling any of these things, yeah, just keep listening because I feel like God's just going to bring some really awesome insights like he did for all of us on the mission trip. So, so I went over to Jamaica for the second time with my oldest son, who is 15 now. Last year, he said it was the best experience of his entire life. And as soon as we found out we were going again, he was like, "Oh, we're going." So I'm like, "Okay, all right, we're doing this." I was excited to serve again. It was such a powerful experience. It was both of our first mission trips when we went last year. So this year was our second one. So, um, like I said, I posted this on social media recently just about like sometimes feeling that God's giving everybody their miracle except for you, right? You may look around and just see these amazing miracles happening and in other people's lives. And sometimes, are you feeling like forgotten or just that the waiting is extended for a long period of time, whether you're working toward something in your family or in your finances or in any kind of goal or new thing that you're pursuing, in this whole quest to become fully who God created us to be. And, the first thing in all of this is the Great Commission to go and make disciples of all nations. So obviously the mission trip is an incredible experience and way to do that. We're literally going to another country and ministering and sharing testimonies and creating these amazing road shows and things. And like I said, it's such a powerful experience. But leading up to that, I need to share a little background. So, like I said, the first year that we went, this was all new to me. And it was, we go, these kids, well, and all of us on the team too, but it's a high school mission trip and a bunch of parents went to, and we work for, the full year leading up to that on, the kids are all working on their music and they're all musicians, most of them, or singers and things like that. So they're practicing all the songs. We're learning drama skits and puppet shows. The kids out there love the puppet shows. Um, What else? Practicing our testimonies so that we can share them in a powerful way and in a concise amount of time. I know that's a bigger challenge for some rather than others. Others needed to practice it to make it a little bit longer and actually share a little bit more of the deeper story. And but yeah, there's just so much leading up to it. There's practices every single week. And, you know, even with all of that, like you have no idea when you hit the ground and actually see what you're doing. So the amazing thing about this particular one in going into Jamaica, you can share the gospel in the schools. So we were able to go into elementary schools and high schools and do our full show with, like I said, sharing the gospel and a sermon and essentially an altar call for the salvation prayer and all that. So it's just incredible.